everyone, how you doing at your hand? My name is Promise Adebayo and I welcome you to Promise What TV, otherwise known as PWT. Okay, today is not the regular show, neither the reality show, my wish or my normal talk. Today is a beautiful and a fascinating show, and that is the beauty of languages and their uniqueness. Oh my god. BOLU. And I have an amazing person with me in the house, and you have to get to know her. She's very amazing. Oh my god. So, ma'am, can you please introduce yourself to our viewers briefly?
Thank you very much, ma'am. My name is Olabisi Oladele. Orúkọ tèmi ni Omidan Olabisi Oladele.
You can see that the beauty of language is already showing this one. Like, this is Yoruba, we're Africans, and Yoruba to be precise. Okay, let me introduce myself in that perspective too. Orúkọ tèmi ni arábìnrin Omidan Ìléríolúwa Adébáyọ̀ Adédoyin. Mo jẹ́ ọmọ bíbí ìlú Ìkẹrẹ Èkìtì. Ṣé kí n tẹ̀síwájú? Ẹ jẹ́ mi mẹ́nu dúró ń bẹ̀ o. Ó dáná, ma, where you from? And yeah, where you from?
I'm from Ondo State, Akoko Northeast, Isaa Akoko to be precise.
Isaa Akoko. Okay. Is there anything that is different about the Isaa Akoko people, or let me just say about you?
Yeah, our language is different from the neighboring villages, the neighboring town language. So our language is specific. If you are not from our village, so to say, if you are not from our town, or you are not taught, you can't hear our language. So our language is unique, it's special.
Wow. In Yoruba land,
yes,
not
Yoruba
here.
land.
So can you say some words to us in your language?
Okay. For example, if you want to tell someone to come, you tell him or her wag. If you want to tell him or her to go back, well, yeah. That means the person should go back. And if someone is doing the wrong thing and you want him or her to leave the place, you will tell him or her Tibo. That means you should leave there.
In this Yoruba land.
Exactly.
Wow. You definitely will not understand. Because I'm just hearing this for the first time and I'm like, wag, Tibo, what is it?
Well, yeah.
Okay, well, yeah. Alright, can you say God bless you in your language?
Olisha Gasoromoni.
Can you take that again?
Olisha Gasoromoni.
Okay, God bless you. That was me. No, she's sorry. Let me pronounce it. Let me try. Olisha Gasoromoni. Well, that was good. So, apart from this, your language, is there any other thing that is different about your town and your native this thing? Do you have a local dish?
Of course we do. We have like three that I'm more familiar with.
Wow.
We have Ikala soup. We have Osheku. That one is usually prepared by guinea corn. You prepare it with guinea corn.
Guinea corn, what would they give fowl?
Exactly. So, and we have this thing also of akara olobe. You eat it with dry soup like okra or ewedu.
Akara olobe.
Yes. So it's different from normal. You won't fry it. It's just like moi moi, but the process is different from moi moi. Yeah, because it's not as smooth as moi moi. So we
But
put
it's with
akara
beans.
olobe. Yes, it's with beans. Instead of removing the shaft, we won't. So that's different.
Okay. Is there any way you can probably teach us within a few minutes, and maybe we can try it on our own later?
The kala soup.
I did not know it was
Okay.
I think it's fast and
let me explain how you can prepare ikala soup. Ikala, that's the name of the leaf. We call it akuku in our own language. It is called obia akuku. So the general one is ikala. So the preparation goes like this. You have to obtain your leaf, that is ikala leaf, which is called Clerodendron volubulum. That's the botanical name.
wow.
So after you've gotten the leaf, you have to sun dry to remove the moisture. So you now pound it. After it has been dry, you pound it with mortar and pestle or make use of blender, whichever way that is easy for you. So
That blender cannot be as sweet as this.
exactly, but it's faster. That's it.
That's
faster.
true.
So after you either blend it or pound it with mortar and pestle, you have to sieve it to remove the residue.
Wow.
So that means the leaf has turned into powder from you. Transfer it to powder form. So after that, you have your pot whichever shape of pot, whichever so you put your pot on gas stove, etc. Whichever form of thing you want to use to cook. So after you put it, you pour a little quantity
Okay.
of palm oil.
Are you following? You must learn this in Kalau.
That's Elas Guinness's, the botanical name of palm oil.
You know what I love is the way you are saying it and you are still saying the botanical name. Should in case people like us will not know.
So you pour the palm oil. So you let it to be hot for like few minutes. It shouldn't be too hot. Then you pour the powdered ikala leaf inside it. You continue to stir to prevent it from coming together, from being cluster. So you keep stirring it, and it must not be long because the thing is hot already and the leaf is dry. So to prevent it from being burnt, so you keep stirring it. Then you add a little quantity of water to prevent it from being burnt. So you keep stirring it. Then you add your locust beans, that's paca bablogosa. So you add it to it, your stockfish, your seasoning, anything that you want to add, and everything, your dry pepper, etc., etc. So you cover the pot, let it to cook for a while. Then your ikala soup is ready. You can serve with various meat, either amala, pupuru, pounded yam, eba. But in our side, we mostly use it or serve it with amala, eba. It's rare before you can see people using ikala soup to eat eba. It's very, very rare. Mostly served with pupuru or amala.
So you cannot take with, okay, say varieties. So you can definitely take with semo or
yes, semo, wheat, oats, this thing, a lot of swallow food.
I think I need to try it. All right. So is there anything you like about the Yoruba culture and perhaps your own culture? Like if peradventure you have a part, like your community had a personal culture, like culture. Is there anything like that? And is there what you know?
Like this, I don't know, maybe they still practice it. Like a female, you must marry your husband as a virgin. I don't know, maybe they still practice it, but I know it's very, very rampant in the olden days before I was even giving birth to. I don't know, maybe they still practice it, and I love that about my culture. So your bell must be undefined before you marry. And let me shift in this because my mom, she's from neighboring village. So their culture too, after getting married, the wife must not cheat on her husband. That taboo is also there. You know, the Bible speak against adultery, fornication. So I love that about them too.
That's good.
So their culture prevent them from fornicating, from committing adultery.
Fornication and adultery.
Yeah.
And those kind of things. We're not talking about the Bible today, but we bring Bible to everything. All right. Is there any of your culture? I think this what you just said already, in a way, capture what I'm about to ask. Any culture, either Yoruba culture or your
Isaa Akoko.
Isaa Akoko culture that is directly in line with the scripture, and whenever you see, I'm like, yes, this is it.
Maybe I can say our anthem because I'm not that used to. I travel once in a while, so I don't stay there. So I don't know much, but the little I know, like this thing, our Isaa Akoko in our native language, we pronounce it. We say it as Ayegbe. Ayegbe means mirror.
Mirror.
Yes,
like
mirror.
The mirror.
Yes, the mirror. That means we're a mirror to the word. So in that aspect, I think it's somehow related to the Bible because we are the light of the world. Exactly. So
glory.
Mirror.
Wow. That's good. Okay, so to round things up quickly, what do you think will happen to Yoruba culture and maybe peradventure your culture is still inside Yoruba culture.
Of course.
So what do you think will happen to Yoruba culture in the next 10-15 years if the train of what is going is continued? Because what happened actually is most people, even in this our generation at this our age level, don't know their language or their culture and little things. So what do you think will happen to Yoruba culture in the next 10-15 years?
Thank you very much, ma. What I think is, if nothing is done, your Yoruba language might be in extinction. Because most parents are not teaching their children Yoruba language. They prefer them to express themselves in English, which is, I know it's very right. You must be able to express yourself in English, then Yoruba, and all that. This thing is even a skill to know how to express yourself in English, Yoruba, French, etc., etc. Is a skill. So I want parents or siblings or anybody that you have guidance, that they should try to teach their children Yoruba, because that's our heritage. That's how we promote our culture. That's how we promote our language. Because this English that we adopted it, so it's not us. So it's because they promoted it. That's why we adopted it. Hadn't been they didn't speak it or this and that, we wouldn't have been speaking it by now. So if nothing is done to it, Yoruba language might be in extinction. And I urge parent guidance, every like lecturers, all those people that have influence in the society, please try to communicate in Yoruba language.
Thank you very much. I love the way you just everything, all of the questions. I mean, all the questions. All right, everyone, daddies, mommies, sisters, aunties, everybody, please and please, as much as you're busy, you are trying to get a means of getting to put food on your table and all of that to live well, please and please, I beg you, I'm pleading with you, let your words, let them know your culture, let them know your language, let them know that some people, I'm very sure, I don't think I've had a news like that, but I'm sure that there would have been some set of people that have been sold because they don't understand their language, or peradventure something happened to them because they did not understand their language.
Exactly.
Like someone is communicating, you are still that person, like you are from that community, you are supposed to understand that language, but because they were not taught, then in a way they were being manipulated. So, and try to tell like history and all of that, tell them of what has happened before in your language, communicate and interpret it to them. All right, thank you very much. Catch up with us next month for the second episode of BOLU. Bye.